Milford, Pennsylvania, a small town for the arts with a rich history. In addition to its rich history, Milford is also a unique town for the arts. There are many historic landmarks in the town, but one in particular stands out, the Milford Theater. Located on East Catherine Street, the Milford Theater has been a staple within the community for over a century.
When I was a kid, I grew up here in the 80s. There was not much going on at all, and the theater was shut for most of my childhood. It only opened every so often. And I know in 1911, when it originally opened, there were lots of actors and interesting people that were coming out from New York City to perform in some of the silent movies and do plays and stuff. So there was definitely an interest early on in Milford as an arts town.
Throughout the 20th century, the theater was a hit, entertaining thousands. Around the turn of the century, however, the theater was facing some struggles. One that would not affect the theater until 2020, COVID-19.
So apparently it was going to be sold, and the rumor was that it was going to be demolished before the current owner bought it because it was in that bad of shape. And that was about 5 years ago. And when we took the theater over, it was in really bad shape. And so we had to completely renovate the entire space, which changed everything. It changed the fact that we can do pretty much everything from weekend to weekend. We do family events, we do movies, we do plays, we do musicals, live concert events. So now the theater is capable of doing anything. From a creative perspective, it's changed completely. So it's not just one thing anymore. We do things for the community every weekend.
Millions of businesses across the world were halted due to the pandemic, including the Milford Theater. Instead of letting the pandemic destroy the theater's legacy, it was used rather as an excuse to revamp the theater. Businessman Bill Rosado purchased the theater with dreams of making it the best version to date. With the help of Milford Hospitality Group, the theater was quickly underway with the renovation process.
Actually, COVID, strangely, is the reason that we were able to renovate the theater. So during the shutdown, rather than it being a sad thing for this theater, it was what gave it life. Because it was shut down and we couldn't do any programming, we spent a better part of a year during COVID doing the entire renovation, and we opened as soon as it was safe to do so. And so for us, we used the shutdown to our advantage in order to get this place back up and running. So when he bought the theater in 2020, we literally gutted the place with keeping its integrity. So we have all brand new seating, all new wall structure, sconces, lighting, the entire audio system, lighting system, projection system, green room, dressing rooms, booth. We built a bar, made improvements to the lobby. So pretty much everything you see was done during that renovation.
Rewinding back to the year 2000, the Black Bear Film Festival was born. Casting director Jerry Beaver started the festival with the help of a few friends in order to bring the indie film genre to town. The festival is hosted annually in October and brings in thousands of filmmakers, critics, and cinema lovers every year.
So the Black Bear Film Festival is every year in October, and there were years when they couldn't have it here because I think it was in disrepair, but we have hosted, this will be our 4th year since the reopen, and with all the new state-of-the-art facilities. They'll be back obviously this year with great programming, and it's one of the best weekends in Milford. Frankly, there's tons of filmmakers here, and I was a filmmaker, so that's why I love that event so much. So it's a really special festival, and we put on a great show. But the Black Bear Film Festival is definitely one of our bigger events for sure. It runs all weekend long.
When it comes to entertaining, the Milford Theater does not fail. The Milford Theater team takes pride in doing as many events as they can in order to provide for all ages. The theater is always looking for ways to innovate and improve.
Yeah, no, I think every small theater is unique and special, but what we do is really different because if you look around the area, the Newton Theater to the Sherman Theater, no one does what we do in terms of all, like I said earlier, all the different things we're capable of doing because we have state-of-the-art lighting, sound, and projection. So we'll do movies, family events, we'll pivot to, we're doing a huge musical in May, and most other theaters around here do one thing, whether they do tribute bands or they just do theater. We do all of it, which makes us really unique.
With the variety of shows that they put on, the theater is able to welcome audiences of all different backgrounds. The theater no longer caters to one niche, unlike many other small theaters. Because of this, the theater is special and unique and is now the community center for the arts within the town, bringing the community together in a way that has not been done before.
Without a doubt, it brings the community together every weekend. Like, we just had a Taylor Swift tribute band here last weekend, and there were tons of families. This weekend we have a Cars tribute band. I would say that the arts in general bring people together, because you can leave any differences you may have aside and just come out and enjoy whatever it is that we're putting on, whether that's a play or just a movie. So there's no doubt that the arts tie the community together, and this place is it is the home for the arts in town. We are open every weekend doing something different. This weekend we have a tribute band. The weekend after that we have a family event. So yeah, we're here every weekend.
Today, the theater is thriving. Performing at the top of its game, the Milford Theater has paved its way to becoming a prominent staple within the town. In the eyes of the community, the Milford Theater is seen as a safe place for friends and family to appreciate the arts and make lasting memories for years to come.
I think the lasting legacy is really what we touched on earlier, which is that it is the community center for the arts, and I think it will always be that as long as it's open and as long as it continues to provide something for everyone. I think that it will be seen as a beacon of hope in the community, and I hope that's its lasting legacy.